Kenneth G Hasty, raw, in 3, 2, 1.
Hi everybody, I'm Kenneth G Hasty. I'm a business growth consultant and the author of the popular book on selling, 77 Seconds to Sales Success. You can get this book at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, pretty much anywhere. But that's not the reason I'm here. I'm here today because I'm starting a series of videos that are free to give a little back. So hopefully it will help you pick up a pearl or two to help you grow your company, or if you're a salesperson, to help you grow your sales. So they're going to be really short. They're going to be every day. They're going to be free. And so please do me a favor. If you like them, then depends on how you're looking at it, but retweet it, or like it, or share it, or what have you, so that we can keep it going. And the ones that people like the most, those topics, I'll elaborate on those a little more later. So I thought today, maybe start at the beginning. So what happens when you first introduce yourself and talk about your company? But before that, I want to tell you a little story. So this morning, I stopped at my satellite office. It's a nice big place. It's got a lot of refreshments. You might have heard of it. It's called Panera. So I stopped at Panera and I ordered my little sandwich. And I happened to look down on the counter and I saw a little statement that was for the counter person to remember. It was handwritten. And I thought, well, this makes a lot of sense. So I'll share it with you if I may. Okay, here we go. It said, don't deliver a product, deliver an experience. Well, that makes perfect sense. And I'll equate that back to what I was thinking about today when you first meet people. I mean, most of you have what you call an elevator pitch in your head. But even the best salespeople tend to suck when it comes to delivering their elevator pitch. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. And I'll tell you from my own experience. You know, the elevator pitch, if you're not used to sales lingo, basically is talking about the time it takes from an elevator to go from whatever floor down to the lobby. And you happen to get in the elevator and the person that you really want to pitch to or talk to is right there. And you need to deliver some kind of an eloquent presentation so that they'll remember you, they'll want to follow up with you, or vice versa, you can follow up with them. And you've got a few seconds to do it, maybe 30 seconds. And I'm sensitive to this because I one time was at an important trade show, and there was this one speaker who I really needed to talk with, and I really needed to get to. And lo and behold, I'm getting ready to go down and set up my exhibit. I get on the elevator, and there he is. He's got, his speaker. He's got his trade show badge, his name and that. And then he's got all these ribbons underneath that look like an Army general or something. And, he's the guy. And so I did something really eloquent like this. I'm Kenneth G Hasty, and I work for, here, let me give you my card and let me follow up. I got off the elevator. I'm like, what the? I'm better than that. What was I thinking? So it's that simple. If you don't practice it, if you don't rehearse it, you're going to blow it. And you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. So let's talk about simple elevator pitches, like, for instance, you are at a networking event. So most people go to some kind of a networking event to promote their business. If you don't, you might want to consider it. And if you do, then you might want to really pay attention to what you're saying when you introduce yourself. So it goes something like this. Let's say I'm Joe Smith with Acme Life Insurance. And people are going around the room and they're introducing themselves. And I'm sitting there and they call me Joe. I get hi, I'm Joe Smith with Acme Life Insurance. If you need life insurance, call me. Thank you. Boom. Goes on to the next person. Well, really, would you buy from Joe Smith that he impacts you in any way other than read his business card? That's what most people do. I mean, you could literally stand next to somebody and read their business card, and that'd be all they would share. What if Joe Smith just added a little extra pizzazz to it? What if Joe Smith said something like this? Hi, I'm Joe Smith with Acme Life Insurance. And what we do is we make sure that your loved ones have a good lifestyle, even if, God forbid, you walked out of here and got hit by a car. You'd know that your loved ones are taken care of and they're not suffering any more than missing you and grieving, but they're not suffering financially because you were wise enough to take care of that ahead of time. And you know what? It costs less than you think. You back off the Starbucks a little bit each week, and you could probably cover, the life insurance policy. So I'll tell you what, is there anybody here who wouldn't be interested in making sure that your loved ones are taken care of after you die. Okay, well, great. So then I'll tell you what, I'll be here afterwards, and like I say, it costs less than you think, and let's start the conversation. Thanks. So Joe Smith, Acme Life Insurance. Thanks, click. That didn't take much longer, but hopefully made a better impact. I know some of you are thinking, that sucks, Ken. I know you're up here doing videos and you can't do any better than that. So I'm going to remind you that this is on the fly, this is unrehearsed, this is Kenneth G Hasty, unscripted, raw. So if you can do a better one, great. I'd like to see it. Send it to me. So anyway, going forward, let's talk about now your company. So maybe you're a realtor, and so you're in this same kind of networking group. Maybe the next one over, and now it's your turn to get up. So what most realtors would do is say, "Hey, I'm John Johnson. I'm with Johnson Realty. Need to sell your house? Give me a call. I'll be here." Click. Boom. All right. People kind of remember that, kind of, maybe, so until the next realtor comes in 2 people down and they go, "Oh, another realtor." Okay. So what do you do to differentiate yourself? It doesn't take much longer. So what if you stand up and say, "Hi, I'm John Johnson, and I'm in the business of helping people realize their dreams." You spend a lot of your life in your house and in your yard, and it's really important, I think, to find exactly what you want so that you're happy not only when you first get the place, but ongoing. So what we do is we listen really closely to what you really want, and then we find it for you so that you can live out your dreams and live out your time in that house and hopefully make money on it later. And if you happen to be selling a house, well, we do a similar thing as well. We get you the best price, the best value, so the next place you get, you can afford the nicest possible place. We can help you with that too. So John Johnson, Johnson Realty, I can talk afterwards. Thanks, bye. Now, I could have also maybe asked for a referral. Say, if it doesn't happen to be you, if you know your neighbor, your brother-in-law, whatever, is about ready to buy or sell, have them call me. I'll take care of them. It's a free conversation. So something like that. Now, there's a basic premise to doing an elevator pitch, and I don't even do it right a lot of the time unless I think about it. But basically, you want to come through and you talk about who you are and what you do. But before you even think about sitting down, you want to put the words in your head, so that. So if you just said, "I'm with Johnson Realty," if I even squeak starting to sit down, your head better have an alarm go off, say, "So that." So you go, I'm Steve Johnson, Johnson Realty, and we buy and sell homes, or we help you buy and sell homes. So that, and then you better have something good. So once you say "so that," something emotional, so that you can get your dream house, so that you don't have to settle for something and wish you would have got a different place later. We listen, we care, we're here to help. Okay, that sound better? Maybe so. Then, before you sit down, there's one more thing you want to do. You want to ask a question. You want to engage them now emotionally, which is important. That's what your "so that" was. Now you want to engage them mentally, or get them to start thinking. So maybe the question might be, are you considering looking into getting your next home, your dream house? Are you considering selling the place that you have now? Ask the question, because they might not have thought about it. They might have a brother-in-law that's a realtor or something. And then if you can give some kind of what they call a reinforcement statement or a proof statement, and you could say, we've been in the business for 20 years. We've got tons of happy customers. We've got a 5-star rating, yada, 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 whatever. To reinforce it, that's all good too. So those few little things will help you a whole lot more with your company than just, "Hi, this is my name and what I do." Hopefully that helped you. That's all for today. We'll have another one of these tomorrow, and we'll keep doing these short videos until we decide nobody's listening to them anymore, or until I can't. But my intention is to do it every day. It's really important, and it'd be a favor to me. If you like these, then please forward it, like it, retweet it, what have you. So Kenneth G Hasty, and you can look me up on kennethghasty.com if you want. Send me a note or a message. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.